That's a Norwegian horse.
No, the Mongolian horse.
Oh. Welcome to the Heart to Heartland podcast. Here are your hosts.
Guys, welcome back. I'm Isabelle.
I'm Soile. We're back.
We can't believe the response to this, first of all.
Yeah. Thanks for all the feedback you've given us about the first episode.
Yeah. I would have been happy with like 30 views, but right now it's at 233 on YouTube anyways. I don't know the Spotify one yet, but...
Yeah, I haven't checked, but
yeah, it's incredible.
But someone's listening on Spotify as well.
Yeah,
so.
You guys must be really bored.
Hey.
We're not, well, she is in her closet right now, so...
Yeah. Because I learned from editing the first episode that the room I was in was kind of echoey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that this way the sound doesn't bounce too much.
Yeah, it's a good... I'm in an enclosed space too to try to stop the echoing, but sounds good. Well, we thought it sounded good the first time too, but
yeah, like we learn with each episode, so
we're too old for this.
Bear with us.
Exactly. Yes. How was your week?
Fine. I feel like we just made the first episode. I mean, went so fast.
Yeah. It's been a crazy week because it feels like it flew by because you edited the episode that came out. I'm editing this episode. And then Saturday I'll come and we'll post it and see where episode 3 takes us.
Yeah, it was a learning curve.
Yeah, we got so much input that it really helps to have that input to know what people like and don't like and what they want us to talk about.
And it's nice to see that people kind of feel like they're hanging with their friends or something like that. Because
that's what we wanted. We wanted to create that environment for the fans. Especially with COVID, right? Like, we're going into lockdown again soon. And this will probably keep me occupied a lot. And I hope it will help others too, just for something to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, in here, we have some areas that are more in a lockdown. Mm-hmm. But in my city, we're still kind of free to go. Of course, we have to take some safety measures, like mask and.
Do you have like masks are mandatory there? We have that here.
Yeah, in shops and in public transportations and stuff like that. So we have all that, and
same.
I still go to work.
Yeah.
Every day, so it's kind of normal. But then I just come home and I don't do much.
Yeah. Do you guys have your vaccine rollout there?
Yeah. So far, like people over like 60 or 70, depending on the city.
Much where we're at too.
And people with pre-existing health conditions.
I know quite a few people in my family have gotten it already.
Yeah.
But yeah, Canada's like 55th on the list to get vaccines. 55th. Like the freaking US is up there, right? I'm about ready to cross the border. But
just for vaccine.
Yeah, literally.
Like obviously I'm not on top of the list, but
yeah, me neither.
I'm waiting.
I saw this thing on Instagram that says I'm getting oh crap, what was it called? Vaccine jealousy. See everybody else getting it.
Yeah.
It's like, yay, good for you. I'll be inside for another 5 years.
Look me through the window and be like,
just like tears streaming down my face.
A whole month.
Literally me.
Yeah. So, should we get into talking about the actual topic we're going to talk about today? So the last episode we did about season 14 recap and then predictions for season 15, but this time we're going to do like small bits that we're going to like maybe use in other episodes as well.
Little segments that we come up with.
Maybe not in every episode, but like just kind of introducing introducing you to a few things that will like come up. And the first thing I wanted to talk about was something topical you know, there's this event in Canada called the Royal. Is it aquaculture?
I just call it the Royal, but it's the Royal Winter Fair.
Yeah. And Amber's been like a regular guest for who knows how long.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. And she also did it this year, just like last year, even though, you know, it couldn't actually happen, but it's virtual this year, just like last year. And she did a raspberry baked brie recipe.
Yes.
Have you tasted?
I watched that yesterday.
Have you tasted anything like that?
No. I was watching it and I was like, where is this going? I was like, what is happening?
I was actually familiar with it because she had it in one of her magazines.
Oh, did she? I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, so I was
like skeptical about it. I was skeptical, but by the time, like, I was also hungry when watching it, so by the time it came out of the oven and she ate some, I'm like, yeah, I'd eat that. 100%.
I could try it. I mean, it sounded good. I'm not like...
It's interesting.
I
don't think I'd ever intentionally make it, but I would try it.
Yeah, same. Like, I like cheese, but I'm not like a big cheese freak. So
I love dairy, but I'm severely lactose intolerant. So we have like this love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been to the Royal a few times when it actually happened.
Yeah.
How's that experience been for you?
You know, one thing I like about the Royal, it normally happens the first, second weekend of November. And it's normally the last event of the year. Because I try to go to every event, and normally the last event of the year is the Royal. So it feels like coming home because it's normally exactly in the same spot every time. Like, I go in the door, I know what I'm doing, I've been here 5 times before. I just love the environment, and I love the fair itself. But yeah, Amber normally, she does, what does she do? She does the meet and greets. I've done those, and then she hosts the rodeo on Sunday. So it's a really cool experience. It's basically like being at Heartland feels like when you're watching the rodeo, and Amber's there. And you know, it's massive. It's a huge place. So when we're waiting for the event, because normally you get there, you get your ticket at like 6 a.m. and the event isn't until like 2 p.m. So you have all day to look around, and it's a really, really fun event.
And doesn't it happen within like 2 or 3 days or something like that?
I think it's 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe that
I think I'm just more familiar with like Amber's.
Well, I think it's different now because of the virtual.
Yeah, because usually she's there for like 2 days or something like that.
Yeah, her particular time at the event is normally 2 days, 2 to 3 days. Yeah. But it's a really fun event, and I miss going to it, and who knows when it'll happen again.
Yeah.
Even just for the rodeo.
Yeah. I mean, last year they did the whole virtual thing as well, so it was kind of like my first time going, and it was kind of fun to see it happening, even though it wasn't like actually happening like physically, but because I've been hearing about it for so many years, so it was kind of fun to see inside the event, not just pictures or like small videos, but actual like things
you get to experience it, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that they're doing a good job of portraying it virtually too, because as someone who's been to the Royal multiple times, they're doing a really good job, and I can't imagine it's easy going from doing all of that to trying to make it all virtual.
Because you would think that so much of it is about the atmosphere.
Exactly.
And the people you meet there, and just like,
oh yeah, I've met so many people at the Royal. Like, some I'm still friends with, some you just chat for a while, right? Because you're all there for, you know, a mutual interest.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to make friends. So on social media this week, nothing too much to report. Alicia did a couple posts. Amber did as well, I believe. Michelle has as well. But what I wanted to talk about was Carrie James. Now, his Instagram is like brings me life. It's so entertaining. And he had posted on his story, I think it was last week. I don't remember what he was doing, but he was on the water and he's talking into his phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, anxiety. So I replied to it and I'm like, aren't you like scared of dropping your phone? Because I feel like anyone would do that. I don't even think I'd bring my phone with me. I don't trust myself.
Yeah.
So I replied to it and I'm like, you know, isn't that like a bad idea? And he's like, nope, I'm too cool for that. Like, I swear to God. I'll even show the response. And I was like, okay. He's such, where is it? There it is. He's like, nope, I'm too cool for that.
Sounds like him.
Like, he's just my favorite on so many different levels.
Yeah, and talk about this like epic journey with his gym clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he forgot his shoes or the plastic, elastic.
Yeah, his hair elastic. I saw that
T-shirt, and I'm like, what is happening?
Stars, they're just like us.
Yeah. So relatable.
But that's why I love him though, is because he is so relatable.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's been really fun to, like, of course, this whole COVID thing is annoying and exhausting, but it's been nice to see him post more and just not caring what he's posting and just being his true self. Mm-hmm.
I look up to him as a person for that, like not even just as an actor or an artist, but just as a human being. He's just I don't even know him and I've never met him, but he's just such a wonderful person, and you can get that vibe from his Instagram. Like it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, and he's not like pretending to be something he's not, and he's just honest, and it's been fun to kind of get to know him because before this, I don't think he was that active on social media. And
I remember being his friend on Facebook years ago when he would, have everyone as his friend, and he would post, but it was never like he does now.
Yeah. Okay. So this week, we saw someone joining Cameo. And that someone was Kevin McGarry, and he was helping this theater fund.
Yeah, I think Stratford. Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure where he's from. It's about 2 hours from where I live, so
yeah.
It's a beautiful town. Anyways, yeah, it's an arts festival, I believe.
Yeah, that's kind of nice way to support his
100%.
He's like peers, I guess. I believe he's done theater in the past a lot, so.
I'm on his Cameo right now. Wow. That's impressive. He's got lots of reviews. $100.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'd pay that, but.
Yeah, like, I actually have a list of people who are on Cameo, from the cast, of course, and people like Jessica Emily, Torrance Coombs, I hope I'm saying the name right.
I think you're saying it right, yeah.
Michelle Morgan, Alicia Newton, sorry.
Alicia Newton's on Cameo?
Yeah.
What? I'm searching all of this now because I don't believe you. Sorry.
Maxim Roy, who played Miranda, Cindy Busby, Caitlin Leap, Amber Marshall, Dempsey Brick, and Graham Wardle. And I didn't actually check like how much each episode,
I'm searching them here.
Each person would have for
Jessica Emily's 65.
Yeah, but I think it's like
she can do DMs for $2.99.
Oh. It's interesting to like the whole idea of Cameo. Would you ever get a cameo from anyone from the cast?
From the Heartland cast or in general?
From the Heartland cast.
I'm thinking of doing it for Kevin.
You're like, oh, sorry, what was that?
Yeah, right. Or Carrie, because I think Carrie has it too, right?
Yeah.
That'd be funny. But
and the thing with Carrie is he often does them as Caleb. So it's funny.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I haven't watched them. I'm gonna have to watch it now. That's great.
They're good. And I don't know if I would do it necessarily. Like I don't know what I would ask them or whatever, but
I think it's weird.
Yeah,
to, like tell them what you want them to say. It's like that's just I don't know.
Yeah. It's not my thing, but I get why people get them, like birthday wishes
if you don't,
and
like,
stuff
have
like that.
An opportunity to meet them in person, I think it's a wonderful thing to do.
Yeah.
But me personally, I don't think I would because I've met them. But I think I might do it from Carrie because he's only $50. I can do that.
Yeah.
200. That's impressive.
I've been joking about with some people that I should just do like a script with their characters and have them all read their lines and just do like
really
a
cool
audio fan fiction or something. But I don't know if I would actually do that, but yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I might even do Caitlin Lieb.
Yeah.
She's 50 as well.
Does it say
I've never met her,
how quickly they respond?
For Caitlin?
Yeah.
I'm on Caitlin right now. 4 days.
Not bad.
Who else was there? Oh, Alicia. I'm gonna have to message her and be like, what the heck? You have Cameo now?
Like, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, right?
I think she made one around the time she started filming her own film, Stargazed. And it was kind of part of that. The funding.
Cindy Busby's 40. Which is really cheap, actually.
Yeah. I bet she'll do, like, really nice messages.
Oh, for sure.
She's such a positive person, and
some of these,
funny,
like,
too.
Yeah, these really big celebrities on Cameo charging a few $100. I'm like, I mean, unless if it's going to charity, I really would never, ever pay that much.
Yeah, I mean, it's an option to talk to.
I mean, I'm not judging other people who do, but I just think that some of these prices are ridiculous.
Yeah, especially
not Heartland people. I'm just looking at others. I wonder how much Alicia's is though, because it doesn't say. You get that. Weird. You get that bread, Alicia.
Yeah.
Oh, and Michelle. That's the other person I was gonna check. I think Michelle's like 52, but she also donates her proceeds.
Yeah.
18 hours response time.
That's quick. What's happening?
She's straight up in her robe, like an icon.
Such Lisa Stillman vibes.
Yeah, Lisa Stillman falling in the shower vibes.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, right. That's funny. I didn't know they had Cameo.
Yeah, well, now you know.
Now you do. I love
like
it.
You learn something new every day.
I totally want to get one from Kevin. Like, I would straight up not
pay
my rent just to get from Kevin. And it's funny because like, I've met him, but I'm such a big fan. And,
are you gonna just be like, just stare at the camera for 2 minutes? Don't say anything.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll pay you $100 just to stare at the camera.
And I can use this like whenever I need.
Oh, you know what I should do? I should totally get a Cameo, and then in the notes I should be like, I named my car after you. Because I did.
You should.
My car's name is Kevin.
He'll probably find it funny.
I was gonna say you've been in Kevin, but that's so wrong. You've been in my car named Kevin.
Yes, I have been.
We went to Banff in it.
Yeah. And if you get that, and if he responds, will we post that on our
Instagram? Oh, 100% would post it.
Okay, so stay tuned.
100%. Yeah, let me, if you guys would like watch this podcast more so we can make money, and then I'll get a Cameo.
How do we make money from this?
Get us some views on YouTube, and YouTube will send us a check.
Hang on, is that Mac Cafe brand deal you're trying to...
sponsor us, please.
You sponsored Heartland, so... Is that really from McDonald's?
McDonald's? Heck yeah. Yeah, my last coffee episode was McDonald's.
You're so on brand. Like, remember when Heartland had that?
Oh, when McCafe started like season 6 time.
Yeah, and it was like
Tim and Jack always had their McCafe. This is not sponsored, not an ad.
You should cover it up. I mean, we're not giving any free.
Yeah, we're not doing no free advertisement around here. No.
Our time is valuable.
Very valuable. That's why I get paid minimum wage.
Exactly.
So I did this poll on Instagram, and keep in mind we don't have that many followers, so it's, but the results, sorry, I should tell you what the poll is first. There was this TikTok I had seen, and I posted, it was about if Jack dies on Heartland, like it would never be the same. So I'm like, oh, interesting. I'm going to put a poll with that and see if people would watch if Jack died. Yeah. So 60% said no, which means 40% yes, which is interesting. I really thought everyone would say no.
Yeah. I didn't vote, but what would you vote?
I didn't vote either because, well, I'm going to read some of the responses I got because I feel like it. So Alberta Dreams replied to it. Alberta Dreams on Instagram replied to it and said, hard to tell. Probably not because I couldn't watch Lisa Bean in this situation, which is 100% my point of view from it. Mm-hmm. I don't think I could watch it because my heart would shatter. Like 100%. On the other hand, I would want to know that she's going to be okay. I just hope that this won't happen for as long as HL is still going, and I pray that they won't use Jack's death as a plot to end the show. 100% agree that I couldn't have said it any better myself. I don't know if I'd watch it. I really don't. Yeah. But it's funny because I remember having this conversation once on set, and I believe it was also with Gordon, and he was saying that as long as the show has Amber and Sean, they're like the pillars of the show, then you'll be good to go. And the best part about that, about Sean playing someone who's, I'm going to say like 20 years older than him, I really don't.
Because
like that.
I don't
He's
think
invincible. He could live forever.
I don't think they've ever said Jack's age.
Yeah.
It's just kind of
approximate, yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with that. I don't ever think they'd kill him off. That would be suicide for the show, in my opinion. But I was just curious to see what people thought.
Was there another response?
I think so. I'm just trying to. Someone else said, no matter what happens, I support the show. I trust the writers, but it will be hard if Jack dies. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
But I'm interested, the people who did say yes, I would have liked to hear from them to see why they said yes.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably watch just because I would want to know if it would be too much or too weird or not for me anymore.
They did it right, just like with Ty, that was hard to watch, but they did it right.
So I would probably watch, but it would be really hard.
Yeah.
Because it's just,
for sure.
Sean's like,
this
like, I don't know, the heart of the show, so.
I remember you wrote a fan fiction once about, about Jack's death, potentially.
Yeah.
And it was written very well, by the way. And I'll still read it once in a while, and I cry. And if
why do you torture yourself?
I guess it's so good. Because, so if Heartland were to, like, steal that storyline from you, and they did it the way you wrote it, I'd watch it, hands down, because you just did it so well. I think that as a fan, you following the show for so long, you feel like you know them well enough to actually write for them.
Yeah, like I write stories like that. Like, I'm not saying I want it to happen, but it's just like sometimes I get these ideas and like I kind of want to explore them just to kind of see how I would feel about it and how I would want to do it.
Yeah.
I wrote that story like ages ago. I actually don't remember much what happens in it. I just remember the scene where it happens, like because I actually had that as a visual in my head of how
I can still see it in my head. I remember the first time reading it, and it just like cut me to my core because I'm like, this is just so Heartland. But it's funny because in that fanfic, Ty's alive. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
No spoilers, but like guys, but it's not necessarily a spoiler, but Ty's with him in that moment, I think.
He's with him right before he goes, in the fanfic.
So I should probably read it just because it'll surprise me even.
You should totally rewrite it without Ty, see what would happen. Just even that particular scene, what would you do since Ty's gone?
Oh gosh, I would have to write it with Lisa. Okay.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, but
oh god, that would hurt.
Yeah, that would be hard. Because I remember thinking at the time, like, I don't remember what season was on when I was writing that, but I just remember that I felt like maybe Ty was the best person to be present, because I think he was vet at that point already, so he sees death, and he has this bond with Jack, so I felt like that was kind of something
I thought it was perfect.
something that would kind of make sense and have this like peaceful moment, because and I don't know, I can't imagine it with Lisa because it's just too heartbreaking.
Dude, I would straight up have to check myself into the hospital if that happened. 100% hands down.
Hopefully it's not gonna happen, but
that was just a conversation we had, but it was interesting to see how many people actually said yes.
I wonder if it's like out of curiosity, or maybe they're not Jack fans or whatever. Like,
it's weird though, because I don't really think anyone who isn't a Jack fan.
I feel
like that could be almost everyone's favorite.
Everyone likes him at least to some degree. Maybe they're not their favorite.
He's easily the most likable character on the show. I think. About Michelle Nolden, who plays Tim's love interest, Jessica. I wanted to say, and I don't know why this came to me in the middle of the night, I need help, but what should Tim and Jessica's ship name be?
Jessim?
Hey, that's not bad.
Tessica?
I know, I was thinking of that, and I'm like, I don't really think this is gonna work. And for those of you who don't know what ship name means, Ty and Amy are Tammy.
Jack and Lisa
is Jisa. I can't remember what Lou and Peter, I don't even
know. The thing. That's something I've actually been thinking about. Because it almost seems like if you don't have a good ship name, you're not gonna last.
Literally.
Like Lou and Peter. Lou.
It would have been Looter or
Pooh.
Pooh.
How do you?
That's perfect.
Or like
Lou and Mitch would have been Lich or something. Was there an actual ship name that someone picked for them yet?
I just use it sometimes, but
I don't think I've ever seen anyone use it.
And then weird. Georgie and Wyatt, like Wergy?
Yeah, that ain't good.
How about Georgie and Quinny?
That's actually cute. Quinny. Could be Quinn and then just do the IE from Georgie at the end. That's not bad.
So
it's
I guess they'll work out. Just
I hope so.
Simply based on the ship name, but
100%.
With Tim and Casey, I went with Tim C.
I liked that one. I liked that one.
But this is harder.
Yeah. And you know what? You know the other one that worked really well, Caleb and Ashley, was Cashley.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
What do you call Caleb and Cassandra? Do you have like because they're like
I don't think there's any help for that.
I just always go like C/C because it's like
there's really no
Kalasrandra.
I think that's a different language. That's probably a word in German or something.
Or Elvish. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what it is.
But if Jessica would go by Chess, would it be like Tess?
That's okay.
Or
you guys, let us know what you think. Yeah. Please let us know what you think their ship name could be, because this keeps me up at night and I need to sleep.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you look good, but
like... Thank you. It's makeup.
Yeah, it's called makeup.
It's like $70 on my face right now. But speaking of Michelle Nolden, I told you about this too. I had just Googled her because I was just going to see if I had seen her in anything else. And it turns out I've seen practically everything she's in, but I don't remember it. Yeah. She's actually got a very impressive filmography. She's been in Northern Rescue. It's like this, I think it's on Netflix as well. It's with Billy Baldwin. I'm not sure if she did Suits, Burden of Truth, Designated Survivor, Saving Hope, Lost Girl, Republic of Doyle. She did a few seasons of.
Really?
Flashpoint, which Jessica Steen was in as well.
Were they in the same episodes?
That's something I was going to figure out. I just need to figure out.
Because it would be fun if they were, and because Heartland has this thing like...
Oh, I think she was in the episode.
Oh, go ahead. I wonder if they shared scenes.
I just have to figure out what.
Because sometimes you see people who have worked together in the past on Heartland being like, "Hey, reunion."
Yep. Flashpoint was a show that was filmed in Toronto, and there was probably about 30 to 40 guest stars on Flashpoint that had also been on Heartland.
Wow.
At least 30 to 40.
One thing I forgot to mention in the first episode was that Michelle Nolden actually had a birthday as well. Around the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
When's her birthday? Check it out.
I think it was.
Oh my god, they were in the same episode of Flashpoint.
Okay, you need to rewatch it.
I have it on DVD. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah.
That's kind of they're in the same episode.
That's kind of the thing I had with Jessica Steen, actually, because, you know, when I started watching Heartland, I was like, I like this actress. And then I went back to see where she had been before, like, and then I was like, I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that. And then I was like, I liked all of her characters, but I just never connected that she was the same person.
That was me with Heartland though, because Heartland's my favorite project of Jessica Steen's, but I've seen everything else she's in. But yeah, I didn't, and I knew I had recognized her, but I'm like, and realizing after I'd seen her and everything.
Yeah,
just like with Michelle Nolden.
She just transforms into these characters, so it's kind of nice.
It's actually kind of like a compliment because she does such a good job as different characters that you can't even tell they're the same person.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's funny because this episode that she's in, which I believe, Keeping the Peace, what's it called? Sorry, Keeping the Peace Part 1. I think that's the one where Jessica dies in the show. I'm not lying. I think the episode she's in is the one
she doesn't kill her, right?
No,
is it like her. I was about to ask.
She's also
was it a bomb?
Yeah, Rookie Blue, Murdoch Mysteries, and she did the movie Red with Bruce Willis. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I've heard of it.
That's so impressive.
Yeah.
Where's Flashpoint now? I'm trying to find it. 12. Yeah, it's gone. That's funny.
Maybe that was in your head, and when you saw her, you were like,
I wonder if like a part of me recognized her, and I'm like, I don't know, because how I started this conversation with you, I was rewatching parts of season 14, and I was like, Michelle Nolden has such a comforting voice, and her presence is just so like She could literally solve the world problems.
Do you know the app? Is it Calm or something?
Calm?
Yeah.
Like CALM?
Yeah,
Calm.
like Calm.
I've heard of it. I don't think I have
something
it,
like that. They have celebrities reading stuff to keep you calm. Really? She could do that.
Oh my god, she could make a fortune off of that. Yeah. I'd listen to it. She'd solely make money just off of me.
Yeah. Has she done any voice acting? Do you know?
I'm on her IMDb, I'll check.
Yeah. Because she could be good at that.
And my favorite part about this whole Michelle Knowlton thing is she's from Brantford, Ontario, and that's a half an hour away. Maybe
that's another thing. You're like,
yeah, maybe she's like a long lost cousin or something. I don't know.
You're like going through your family tree and be like,
Michelle Knowlton.
Let us know if that's something you find out.
Let's do it.
It's something I've been thinking about while listening to Amber's interviews, because she does a lot of interviews.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of how do I say it? She also, I'm trying to think how to say it. And because she does a lot of interviews, there are a lot of repeated questions. And I sometimes play this game with myself, that whenever she's asked something and I know the answer to, just because I've listened to a lot of her interviews or read them, I've gathered this information. And I do this thing that I guess what she's going to say before she actually says it. And I know you've been following her career for a long time as well. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering if this would work with you as well.
Oh my god, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. You guys may or may not know, I've gone to a lot of in-person Q&As with the cast and a lot with Amber, and I'm not complaining. I'm incredibly grateful for all the experiences I've had, but unless if you're like a brand new fan who doesn't know anything, I really don't think Q&As, because the same questions get asked, and it's like, I've heard this before. Maybe I should just let the newbies come.
Yeah, like I can understand that, like when you're new and you haven't heard the answer before, but like if you're someone who has been following her career for a while now, you kind of learn the answers to certain questions. And this one, the first one,
I'm excited. Let's do that.
I'm just gonna ask one question per maybe each episode. So this is the first one for this episode. And
so where did you find this question from? Or
okay, well, I was just about to say that this is from London Free Press.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you know the magazine.
I do.
Yeah. So this was in January 2019, back when season 12 was about to launch. And
season 12. Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to say this word to word, but just like throw things out
just
there.
Just guess what the answer is? Okay.
What do you think Amber said to this question?
Okay.
What is the reason for the show's longevity?
I think it has a lot to do with the family values, and it doesn't have violence and gore and bad language like all the other shows do, and it's something that you can watch with your whole family. Was I close?
Yeah, I'm gonna read this segment just like word to word, and you can see if you were right.
Okay.
Marshall said part of the reason for the show's longevity do I say that word right?
You said it right, yeah.
Okay.
Longevity.
Is the cast and crew who have remained intact through most of the run.
That's true.
Heartland really resonates with a lot of people. I think it's because it brings back that family night for people where everyone is together watching it. That closeness is so hard to achieve these days with all the technology available and social media. There's a huge disconnect, not just with children, but adults too. We shouldn't be completely consumed by technology. The pendulum, I don't know if I said that right, is swinging back. I think that has a lot to do with it. Marshall said Heartland has become a breath of fresh air for families.
Got that right.
They now have an excuse to get together, she said. So, yeah,
I don't know really how technology plays into that answer, but I get it.
But I think I've heard a response similar to yours about no violence and all that the stuff.
I know she has given that answer before, but it's kind of like the general idea.
But that's just like funny. Something I found and what I used for this.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I think like she's right.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Just not the answer I thought she'd give. Good job at, like, kudos to her for mixing it up because she gets that question a lot.
Yeah, and she's always such a bro when it comes to questions like that. She's never like, oh, here we go, like, let me check my notes.
I saw her do that at a Q&A once. It was hilarious. Someone, oh my god. I was at one of the Ram Rodeo events she did. I think this was 2016. And while we were waiting for the autograph cards for her to hand out to the audience, she's like, oh, does anyone have any questions? And so someone says, what's your favorite color? And she's like, really? That's what you want to ask me? I was like, what a savage.
Maybe that'll be like,
hey, it's different than his, it's different.
That'll come up.
Are you and Ty dating?
Don't get ahead of this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Like we'll get there. But that was
oh yeah.
This episode's segment. What did Amber say?
That was this episode's What Did Amber Say segment.
Yeah.
We should do a little music.
Yeah. I think you did good. I mean, that was really close.
Thank you. Yeah. You got me though, because that answer was different than what she does say.
Yeah.
Good for her though, because I would have never guessed that.
Did you guys guess that? I mean, let us know.
Yeah. If you guys have any like questions that you think, you know, that Amber's been asked that you think you should ask me to see if I get it right, please tell us. Try to stump me.
Yeah. What's the next segment?
Oh, we're gonna do a couple trivia questions now. I like to think these are hard, but I don't know. Because you're really smart with this stuff, so I'm trying to stump you, but...
The thing is, I haven't watched the older episodes in a long time. Same. I just watch here and there. So, am I gonna embarrass myself?
I don't think so. I don't think they're that hard, because I know them, and I don't watch the older episodes anymore. Or I haven't in a while, I should say.
If this goes to south, are you gonna edit this out? So I can keep my reputation.
You can keep your reputation. Yeah, we're gonna kick you off of your Instagram if you don't get this right.
You're like, you don't deserve this.
Cancelled.
Yeah, no one knows who you are. Not that anyone does, but like.
Yeah, but we're gonna be doing more trivia, so you can try to stump me next time we do this segment. Okay. I'm gonna start with an easy one. At least I think it's easy. Okay. What's Amber's middle name?
Dawn.
Hey. Okay, what's the episode name for 318?
In the cards?
Holy shit, you got it! Okay. That was good. Because I know you love season 3.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, right.
Later on.
What's the last episode that we see Soraya?
Season 5, right? Season 4. Wait, no. Season 5. Is it? I'm trying to think. Is it the one with Bryce?
That's what I thought too.
No. That's later on. I don't know. I can't remember.
I thought it was the Bryce episode too, and I don't know why I 8/18 Ty and Amy's wedding.
Okay, you treat me with that one.
Right?
Of course.
I saved the best for last.
Yeah.
I thought that. Part of me was like, this could be easy or it could be hard. Because when I was trying to think of the answer, I thought it was season 5.
Yeah.
5th, I don't remember, season 5 something. But then I'm like, oh wait, no, she came back for the wedding.
Yeah. I mean, I remember she was at the wedding, but like, I don't know. It's just because she was on so briefly. So
yeah, it wasn't really. She didn't really. And I'm really sad that she's not in the show anymore. I loved her. I loved her in the books too.
Yeah.
But you got 2 out of 3.
Yeah, not bad.
You passed.
Yeah.
You won't get canceled
this week.
Yeah, let's see what happens next week. How long will it take for us to be canceled?
Oh gosh, don't speak that into existence.
We don't do anything to get canceled. I don't think we do anyways.
Well,
I guess
no one ever does, so it's not until they get canceled that they realize that they did something worth canceling.
Imagine if we're like actually famous enough to be canceled though. I wouldn't even be mad because I'd be rich.
Is that when you've made it, if you've been canceled?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because there's practically every celebrity's been canceled.
Yeah.
It's like having like an initiation into a group of really like VIP people. So if we get canceled, I wouldn't even be mad.
No, but I would be a little mad because I'm trying hard not to. Not that
I know, me too.
Like, I'm not.
We're not trying to get canceled. If we do get canceled, it's going to be unintentionally.
Yeah, hopefully not.
But thankfully, we edit this before it comes out. So
yeah,
if we do
you can always be like,
worthy,
yikes.
You won't know.
Yeah. Sorry.
You can
take that again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday when I posted on our Instagram that we're gonna do episode today, I asked if anyone had any questions, like anything at all. And I thought Michaela sent a good one.
My friend Michaela. We've both known her for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she sent in a question about ranking the seasons.
Oh, like how we like them? Like for us personally?
Yeah.
Ooh. Interesting.
Like, do you have from the top of your head, like...
No, this is tricky because my favorite episodes aren't the same as my favorite seasons. Does that make sense? Because I might not like the season as a whole, but I have a couple episodes that I die for.
Yeah,
you know,
that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I was trying to put them in order, and I was like, oh, but that season had that thing. I didn't like that. Yeah. But then that episode was on that season, so I didn't base my like order in anything like I just tried to think that
as a season as a whole.
Like if I were to pick a DVD from my shelf and watch some season, like which order would I go?
Yeah.
So I could read my first one.
Yeah, go
you
for
kind
it.
of kind of gave it away already. I mean, season 3. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, season 3 is your favorite. I do know that about you. Season 3 is awesome.
Yeah, like I think that's just like when the show really like got going and everything was fun and like it was just like it was also fun, but also there was a lot of drama and kind of exciting things happening, I think.
Yeah.
And you know, I love Mallory so she was great in that season. So I think that might be one of the things that kind of make it for me.
I love season 3. I love season 4. I don't like season 7 as a whole, but the finale in season 7 is my favorite finale.
Yeah, and the 14th
not a fan
episode.
of season 8 as a whole.
No, me neither.
9 was good. I liked 9.
Yeah, for me it was in the middle. Like I was trying to think, like, that was a good season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, based on like as a whole, or like what kind of vibe or feeling it gave to me. I just did like, my first one was season 3, second one season 5.
Yes, season 5.
I think that has like this warm feeling to it. I don't know how to explain it, but I love that Amy, for example, had that arc of, you know, she starts out seeing these Liberty courses, and that kind of goes through the whole season and then ends in the
that is good.
Yeah,
I agree.
Her performance, and I just thought that was great because it was something that they didn't rush.
Yeah.
So that was my second favorite, and on spot 3 I put season 1. Just because, you know, it's the start of everything, and we get to know these people, and maybe it has this nostalgic value to me because, you know, I remember where I was when I was watching it, and like, I was so excited, and I was like, what is this show? And I want to see more. And for me, that's great for that reason. But it's,
I agree,
maybe not higher because, you know, things were just getting started, and you know,
it really resembled the books in the first season.
Yeah. And on my fourth spot was season 14.
Ooh,
like,
I agree, 100%.
Like, I was trying to think, because it's kind of unfair in a way to rank this, because with some seasons I've spent more time with, so to speak.
Yeah.
Season 14 is kind of new. Like, I might view it differently later on. Maybe it's gonna be higher or lower depending like what comes out. But for now, I would say 4th. And for 5th, I put season 2. I know it was kind of a mess, but I also gonna remember there was some really good episodes in there, and kind of exciting things happening, and the characters were kind of evolving, and it was nice to get to know them a little bit better. Then I put season 4. Like,
I love season 4.
It has its frustrating moments for sure, but at the same time, I remember thinking, like, when Lou was pregnant and she came back home, and I remember back when I watched it, it was just this really interesting thing, like new development happening. And for me, that's something that I remember liking. And I also remember it was the newest season, or currently airing season, when I started to watch. So up to that point, I got caught up, and by the time the season finale aired, I was fully caught up. And maybe that's also something
for sure. Sentimental at the same time.
Then I got season 9. I don't really like, nothing really stands out maybe as a whole. Maybe the Georgie runaway thing happened in this season, right? Yeah.
Georgie running away? Yeah, I think so.
I think that was really interesting, very different, well done.
Yeah.
And exciting.
You know what's funny about that? At that point in my life, when that episode aired about her running away, it was like literally the same time I ran away too.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, what the heck?
You're like taking this seriously.
I know, like not even intentionally.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah. like for me, that was something different, and of course, everything ends well with the show, but still, it kept me kind of.
Yeah, it was intriguing.
Yeah. Then I put. I'm just gonna run the rest of these down. Like season 7. Some great episodes there. Season 13, I think, pretty good. But
it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
But then it's like season 6. I know a lot of people like that, but for me, I don't know.
Either.
It's just not my favorite. Then season 12, season 8, season 11, and season 10.
Ooh, 10. Mongolia.
Yeah. Wonder why. Yeah. So that was my ranking. Like,
nice.
What about you? Like, do you have any?
Well, I'm kind of just going off the top of my head right now, and you guys know that my favorite characters on the show are Jack and Lisa, so that is a huge part in my decision making for this. So I'd say 11 is probably my favorite, and then 4. 4 was my favorite season when I was a kid, and to this day, it's still one of my favorites.
I mean, Lost Song, that episode was like...
Lost Song is my favorite episode of the entire show.
It's really good.
Yeah. And then probably season 3, 9, 14. I don't think I could rank the rest of them. They're all kind of like... I don't like season 6. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know it has its moments, but for me, it's like something felt off. I don't know. Yeah, like, it's not even Georgie coming in or anything like that, but it's just... I don't know.
Me felt weird too that season.
Yeah, I don't know if like this is a very specific thing, but I remember them changing from film to digital.
Right.
So
that's why you don't have like those little dots on your screen.
Yeah,
or
like grainy
fuzzy
feel.
Screen. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like, maybe it's not that, but like I remember thinking it looked too clean or something. I don't know, like such a specific thing, but
yeah, if you go and watch 14 and then go and watch like season 1 or 2, you can like, it's so easy to tell that they're different and which season's older than the other, because of film and television, like the industry itself and technology has come a long way in 14 years.
Yeah, and I think, it's nice that the quality of the like what you see is great and clear, but at the same time I kind of like the softness of film.
Yeah,
it makes me feel like
Heartland.
Yeah, definitely. And it makes me feel like somehow the story is more old-timey or something like that,
or like a rustic country look too, right? Yeah,
so
clean.
For me, that's like just something I like, but I don't know. I'm weird like that, so
I do kind of like 10, I guess, only for the Jack and Lisa stuff. I don't really, and I was also on set for a couple of that, so it's sentimental to me, but watching the show, not really. 12, 8, that's all I have to say for that. 13 was okay.
Yeah, I think, season 10, it definitely has some great episodes and moments, but it just wouldn't be my first pick. Just because I remember being very frustrated with a lot of things.
I remember we found out, we used to know this person who would tell us things before we were supposed to know them, so we knew about Mongolia way before anyone else did, and it was it was like, excuse me?
We were like,
what?
Are you
this is a joke.
Joking? Like, why would Thai go to Mongolia? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then it happened and we were like, okay.
I almost thought that the show was going to end at 10 because I thought it was such a bad season.
Yeah.
But apparently other people like Mongolia.
Yeah, I mean, good for them.
Gotta save those Gobi bears, man.
Yeah.
Someone has to.
Yeah. Should we talk about anything else, or should we do the friendship episode next week, or?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, because it's probably gonna be long.
Yeah, that would actually fill the whole episode if we do that. Yeah. And then if I can get my friend to be a guest, because then it's a friendship thing, and then I have a friend on.
That would actually be good.
I'm thinking so too. I'm not gonna like promise anything, but I'm gonna talk to her and see if I can next week at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
If we can down notes now for 3. What should I name this episode?
Should we go with the episode titles or just something random?
See, I wanted to come up with something different, but I really can't think of anything.
Yeah. We could think of that like after we've stopped recording. Like
okay, potentially it'll be after the storm.
Yeah.
That's what episode 2 is. Which is kind of relatable here.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. Episode 2. Peace out. We did it.
In the can. Or whatever.
Episode 2 is in the can. Like us on... We don't have Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. H2HL Podcast. Like and subscribe. We want money so we can quit our jobs.
No, let's not seem like too desperate. I mean, we're
not desperate, guys.
No.
I do have to go to my day job after this, so get some bread.
Yeah, and we will post things throughout the week to our Instagram page. So definitely, even if you don't have an Instagram account, like
you can still come and check it out. Instagram.com/H2HL podcast. Please interact with us.
And like
we'll share a lot of it on the pod.
Yeah, if you have any questions or suggestions or any kind of feedback, like you can,
or if there's something you want us to talk about, or
like you can leave comments in the YouTube like comment section, or like on Instagram, or even on my blog, and
Heartland
you will add
tumblr.com
all the links in the description.
Links will be below.
But we're signing off for this week.
We're signing off till next week, everyone.
Keep your nose clean
and your powder dry, as they say. I almost got my line, guys.
No one
fired. You're canceled.
There we go. Like, by the way, no one guessed where that was from.
What?
Yeah, I don't think.
Either they don't know, or they just don't care enough to tell us.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully it's the first one.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Hopefully you guys just don't know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pretend nothing came after the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna come for us and they're gonna cancel us.